Good evening. Welcome to Weather Fans Live on this Sunday evening. How are
Yes,
we all?
Steve. I'm not too bad, and I hope everyone else is doing well today. It's just really one of them kind of days where it's just been so still and different and rest of days that's been. And it's also good to see you in the festive spirit as well, Michael.
Yes.
Um,
Tell that down. Went this evening. We went down to the town centre for the Christmas lights turn on.
oh, nice.
Or they say
So,
lights or light.
light. Just the one above Tamworth Town Hall.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it's going to be like in Village here as well, where I
Just could
am.
do.
So,
You could just do with like a huge upgrade. To be honest, it's been the same lights for probably for the last 10 years or so.
yeah, probably what they bought outright and they use them. So yeah, same here as well. So I'm
Just
glad.
as I said, they could just do with a refresh, and obviously technology's
Yeah,
changed. We've got LEDs and whatnot, so
yeah,
perhaps
yeah.
help save money that way.
Well, yeah, but
It's
things as
just
they are at the moment.
it's not much. It's not much there at all, to be honest. And always
No,
gets
no.
shall we say, slagged off in a way from people in the
Yeah,
town.
slandered. The slander it
Standard,
off.
yeah.
It's a nice town, is Tamworth. I've been there. So uh, when I went there to see you that time, very nice town is Tamworth. First
Yes,
time I ever went there, and it's a very lovely town. So are the
yeah.
people.
It's going through some change. Just about to start going through some town changes at the moment. We had
Yeah.
like one of those old co-op superstores, which is on many
Mhm.
levels. And currently, they've just started doing work on that. I think they're going to turn it into the college or something.
Oh, that's good. That's
And they're
good.
going
So
to move
yeah,
the
they're doing
college next
some
to the railway.
with the co-op in our village where I live. They're doing that up as well into a Sainsbury's.
Oh,
So yeah, the co-ops sold it off to Nisa and Sainsbury's and stuff like that. Have
I was just
all
make a
their
Sainsbury's local, so to speak.
yeah. We could do with it 'cause we've got a Tesco's and Tesco's aren't the best, in my opinion.
Yeah,
That's my opinion, not the opinion of weather fans. Anyway, shall we move on to the weather now? We've had our
yeah,
5 minute conflab.
yeah.
Yes. So I promised someone posted a video of some thunder over. I think it was over the west coast on Thursday night after we'd just come off air.
Yeah.
And I think it was Jodie who posted. Let me just double check. Yeah, Jodie O'Mara. And I'd said I'd show the video and alongside the others that we show. So I want to go straight into that as soon as I can. Make sure I get the right one. There we go. So I'll hand that over to you, Michael.
And you're straight on the main screen
Oh, she was in South Wales, actually.
on full.
So if we go to here. So this was in South Wales.
Oh, so that was me then. I thought, hang on, have I caught the bottom right of the screen? It was you putting the volume up.
Yeah. So yeah, that was South Wales, I
Oh
believe.
yeah, I can see that line straight at the top of the screen there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just trying to see how I can get off this. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I'm on Google. I'm trying to find web fans. I come back out of it for some reason then. I do apologise. Right. So we'll go into the photos and where were we on Thursday? Right. Yes. So this was at Grimmeth Reservoir on.
Can I just point out, you still got that screen up. You need to change your tab.
Have I? Oh, I do apologise. Here we go.
It's
There
all
we go.
right. There we go. It's on the screen now.
Get in. I'm learning. So, yes, me and Michael at the end of Thursday were discussing about the reservoirs that I'd been visiting over the summer, if you remember, Michael. And
Oh yes.
this one is the one out near Grassington. It's called Grimmeth Reservoir. Sounds like some character out of the Muppets or something. So I'm just going to boost that. And unfortunately, one thinks it's got my banner here, Seymour Paul Amos on Facebook. You don't want to.
You should be able to
So
enlarge at the top there, can't you?
I've already done it, mate. Hang on.
Oh.
So yeah, there's the bottom of it there. Look, so by then it was around about, I would say about -12, -11, -12. Um, at that time, this is the mid to end of September. Let me go. I think it's this way. So this was hit on Friday. So as you can see there, it's at the -8. I'll go back to the other one. That tells you how much it's gone up. So it's there now.
Yeah, if you got a picture, it's the same as that, but you actually got the watermark.
Yeah, I'm just going to come to that now. There we go.
There we are.
So this was it from the edge of the reservoir. Fortunately, I had to crop and zoom that one. So
Definitely looks a lot better than it was.
Yes, getting there slowly. I think Yorkshire Wars said we're over 50% now in terms of overall capacity. So this one, yeah, that's Grimouth. And this one is Thrush Cross near Menwith Hill. This was it. Actually, the same day as I took the one at Grimouth back in September, mid to late September, and that is it now. Looking a lot more healthier. So, yeah, if I can go, it's actually got water in. I know. So this is a better aspect of it. And there we go. So, yeah, it's pretty much nearly, yeah. So it's about to there, I would say, just under these three rocks here. So if you look at them and go back to that, there's them three rocks there, look. So it's still quite a bit below, but it's
much better than it was.
Yeah, a lot better than it was. So that was that. Yeah, there's a better wider view of it. I'm just trying to work out where that is on the other picture. But yes, this was on Friday. So it was quite a cold, damp, miserable kind of day. But the sun did start to come out towards dinner time. This one was from Max. Says, click your mouse to view it in 3D. Whip, 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 whip. Hope no one gets motion sickness with that. Let me just go past these. That one's from Aidan, and I think he was on about the edge of the cloud here. So it was very weird, if I remember rightly. It was very weird looking. No, I'll go back. I know he posted something regarding it. And this one's from Aidan as well. There we go. And this one's from Andy today, 7 hours ago. Very much showing that the colder air is starting to come in with this 22-degree sun halo. I would say that's a good indication of the colder weather that's to come over the next few days, maybe. Yeah,
that's the edge of the weather front that we had earlier on, which was just slowly hanging on for dear life.
It was wanted. It was cloudy here all day and misty up here in Yorkshire. That was from Aidan as well. Yes, that's
actually, sorry, just for the live, I did actually share, not be able to see it on the Weather Fans page itself. I did share some where she had the satellite imagery that was shared from his name's just gone out of my head. It'll come to me in a minute. But he's actually an old weather forecaster, but he does things from Wolverhampton Halfpenny Airport.
Okay. So, yeah, that was all the pictures. I'm going to try and go up to the other reservoir that I went to. It's gone out of my head, Batings, up near Ripponden. I'm going to go to that one tomorrow. Maybe have a look over at Scamondon as well, which is one of the larger reservoirs, pretty much like Grimouth is as well. It's a lot bigger than Grimouth Reservoir. If you've ever been along the M62, you'll be quite aware of it. From there, I'm going to now go on to the one and only weather warning we've got for this next 5 days. Just the one, and it's for rain. It's only a very localised one from Brighton towards Hastings. I believe it's just for the amount of rain that's going to fall, really, and the cold weather front that's hanging about. So, yeah, British spell of heavier rain during Sunday evening, 20th 10 to 20 millimetres is likely to fall with a chance of 1 or 2 places seen up to 30. This is more likely during the evening. Given saturated ground and high river levels, this brings the risk of some flooding. Rains are expected to clear eastwards by midnight. So,
Yeah, it's getting towards the end of that warning now, aren't we, really?
yeah, I just thought I'd share that.
So, a quick look at the radar, and it just starts to ease and move away now.
Yeah, right. The other thing I was going to bring was the cold weather planning advice that I get from the Met Office. I do share it with you as well, and as Gordon as well. I just thought I'd show the community what the Met Office are saying for the longer term costs. There's been a lot of speculation about the beast from the east, and is it going to be warm? Is it going to be cold? So this was issued on Friday. So managed to grab this off my emails, and it says the general situation is, there we go.
There we are. That's a lot better.
That's a bloody lot better. I can read. I need my glasses now.
Don't need the magnifying glass.
It says unsettled conditions continuing over the coming days with temperatures around or slightly above normal for the time of year. Cooling off early next week as high pressure builds across the UK, but temperatures only a little below average. So high confidence of this criteria alert not being met during the period. The criteria is, I think it's 2 Celsius for 3 days, I believe. I will have a look. So this is for Wednesday to Friday of next week. So this is how much confidence they have. It says confidence reduces at this range, with the UK likely to be near the boundary between milder Atlantic and colder continental conditions. A slight lean towards the somewhat colder and dry conditions is favoured at this time. This was as of Friday. Increased possibilities for cold weather alert criteria being met are included, but still remain unlikely. So it's going to be more around a little to about average. And this is for up to Christmas Eve. It says general situation until mid-December, a continuation of predominantly settled, mainly dry conditions is most likely, with an elevated chance of frost, fog, and lower than average temperatures, although confidence remains rather low. Therefore, thereafter, occasional frontal systems are expected to push in from the west, with drier in between. This gives a small chance of brief wintry spells as these systems move eastwards, mainly over high ground. So, yeah, that's the red tops gone put to rights. There are no strong signals for particularly wet conditions to develop or for any significant snowfall events to occur during these transitions. Temperatures probably recovering to close to or even a little above average, but there remains scope for briefer, colder interludes and incidences of night frost. The risk of cold weather alerts is near the seasonal average. So I'm just going to go to this. So these are the risk criteria. So here we go. So this is for the northeast. So as it says there, look, on the right-hand side, the average temperature of 2 degrees or less for at least 48 hours, heavy snow or widespread ice. So it's got to be, for this criteria to be triggered, at least 2 degrees or less for at least 48 hours with heavy snow or widespread ice. Or heavy snow or widespread ice. I'll have to look at the thingy of that. With that apostrophe there, it's a bit misleading. Sorry, not apostrophe, comma. So yeah, 1 to 5 days, 5, 6, 30, 20. Northwest England. So that's for northeast. That's for like Newcastle, Sunderland, Middlesbrough, possibly up into Northumberland. Northwest England, so that will be anywhere west of the Pennines up to the Welsh border. 5, 30 and 20 between the 1 to 5, 14 to 21 and 21 to 30. And same for Yorkshire and Humber, the West Midlands, and that's for that one. We go to this one. I'm just zooming again. So east of England is 520 and 20. So the confidence has got lower the further south we've gone. Southeast England still 5% in the short term, 20 to 20%. London, same. Southwest England is also the same. So the more north you are, there's a little bit more confidence, but in the medium term. But in the longer term, it's about 20% chance of the criteria being met. So I'm going to pass it back to Michael if he's ready. Yes.
Yes, he is.
I
was just taking a swig of my drink then.
I didn't want to catch you unawares. That's why I caught you.
That.
I know I'm going to have a drink now, actually.
Yeah. Next thing to have a look at is the good old the latest snow and ice forecast.
Yep. So this was
quick look at that. Yeah, things have changed in the past week. Get the tab up.
I'm having a drink now.
Right, I'll just double check them on the screen, which I am.
Good. Yeah, you are.
So let's have a look at the last 7 days animation, which you'll be able to see and see what's changed.
Nothing much.
We've got the snow has gone more towards the west in Scandi.
Yes.
And there's not much change really. I'm just going to the 30-day one.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can see it a lot better in the 30-day one.
Yeah.
As we can see there, the progression of the westward extent of the snow and ice. Because the weather's not really changed much in the last week. Nothing's really much changed. So the snow's gone further west into Scandi.
Yeah, there's a lot more over Russia and over Kyrgyzstan as well. And a little bit in Mongolia. Or is it I can't remember. I'm not going to attempt. But yeah, there's a lot more probably over the Carpathians and across the Siberian plateau and stuff like that. So that'll actually reinforce the high pressure that's already over Siberia and Scandi. So it'll be reflecting all that sunlight back up into the atmosphere.
I'm just going to have a look at the North American one for the last 7 days, see what's changed there while we're at it.
It seems to have retreated and melted.
Yeah, it seems to have retreated on that one. It seems to have got a bit of snow a bit further down here into like western Texas. So I'm guessing that'll be over the mountains there.
Over the Rockies or something. Oh, the Rockies are over in the west, aren't they?
I think that. Oh, I need to have a look at that. Unless some mountain range there, I'm not too sure into western Texas.
Yeah.
So that's the current latest snow and ice. Just bear me a second. I'll go. Oops, you don't want to see.
Change tab.
Wrong tab.
That's still the snow and ice.
Yeah, I'm going to click into the wrong thing. So look at the current facts charts from the good old Met Office.
Yep. Thanks to NetWeather TV.
So here's the latest synoptic pressure chart from the Met Office, the facts chart. And we've got these weather fronts still down here, which have just got a bit of a wave on, hence why it's just taking a while to clear southeastern areas.
Mm-hmm.
We've got this band here, which is causing some showers out west, which it is indeed on the latest radar, and further bands of showers out the west as well. Let's see what that's doing. I haven't looked at the forecast actually since probably about Wednesday or Thursdays. Thursday night. I've been
looking in and out. So that ridge is still coming through and reinforcing the Scandi eye.
Yeah, we've got a little trough there for tomorrow, which could bring us some showers down in western areas.
Yeah.
Suspect that will be clearing through the day, which it does. Which will clear towards southeast by midnight into Tuesday.
We've got that occlusion. It's decaying though.
Yeah. So what happens from here? We've got like a bit of ridge of high pressure for Tuesday, which will bring some drier conditions. Maybe a
Probably,
or two showers down the southeast. Looking at that.
yeah. Could be quite foggy as well under that in some
Yeah.
valleys.
Under light winds as well. So we've got trying to get a high pressure moving in from the east there. We'll have a look at the GFS charts in just a moment. It's more of a slack southerly, really, isn't it? Looking at that one at the
Yeah,
moment.
and a bit of a what they call a col, and
Yeah.
we're in between low and high, and nothing really happening. So
Yeah, that's like we
then
do. It seems
months
to,
are actually
well,
moving, and
just seem to pick up a bit of an easterly, actually.
yeah,
Very slack easterly.
yeah, it's not a
Question
proper
is
beast.
that whether I'm going to move into it? If that's the case, it could bring some showers into the western areas.
Mm, it just
It's a bit of,
decays.
sorry, it's a bit of always a bit of what's the name there. So yeah, it kind of disappears really in a bit of a slack easterly there with the Met
Yeah,
Office. So these low pressures out west are just being held at bay with the high pressure towards our east. So we seem to be getting some kind of easterly influence.
yeah, and you can see the high pressure there just over the North Atlantic towards America. Looks like it's going to move across as well, and maybe
This one here.
join. Well, that 1037 as well below it.
Oh yes. So
Looks like it's trying to
there's
move
always
in
been
and
that battleground between this high pressure here over Scandi and this
mm,
high pressure down here, which will win. But at the moment, it seems to be the Scandi high that's winning. Let's go into the GFS
yep,
and have a look at what that's doing. I'll go straight on to 850 so we can see how
yeah,
cold the air is aloft.
yep, yeah,
So we've got a bit, not too much cold air out in Europe. Just got this little pocket just here at this stage.
hmm
Where in cooler conditions, that warmer air that we had is now pushed back into the continent again.
yeah,
We've got a bit of a westerly, well, a slack westerly flow with this ridge coming up from the south there.
hmm
Still got that pocket of cold just to our
yeah.
northeast.
That was showing yesterday as well when I was looking at the charts.
And as my screen just froze on me. No, it hasn't.
No,
So we've got
was,
mild air moving in from the west, but it's been held at bay really. So
yeah,
we've got
and that all there.
on this latest run, the easterly is really trying to push in.
Yeah, that cold air is just nipping, just tipping Scotland. So we're
Yeah,
like in between the two, we're getting pincered. So, like to the west of Ireland, it could get quite windy.
yes,
Just off
perhaps
the
in the part of northwest.
Scotland, but further south, it'll be more foggy, misty kind of weather. I would
So now we've got a
imagine.
bit of wind there, maybe for the end of the week at this stage. We're picking
All
back a
right.
bit of a southeasterly, really. So
Yeah,
it's not like
it's
a
not
proper
true
east.
east.
No, definitely not. It's coming more towards the med, really.
Yeah, like
But that
coming
low,
from
just
underneath the.
noticing this low pressure moving from the south, trying to move in from the south there. Just have a look, actually. Looks like one develops in the Bay of Biscay looking at that,
Yeah, that
actually.
was showing on Thursday as well, wasn't it? It's just been a little naughty cut off low. But
Yeah,
that
then it seems like
reinforces.
we've got this cold. Looks like we do actually pick up a proper easterly, actually, towards the
Yeah, it
north.
reinforces. It pulls that cold air into it, doesn't it?
Yeah, then that
As
seems
it
to shift
develops.
southwards, that easterly.
Mm, get
At
the
the stage,
minus
more
five
for northern
isotope.
areas, and try to get milder air moving in from the south. So, what
Yeah,
possibility looking at that? If there's a weather front moving up from the south, it will interact with that cold air,
I'm
and
actually
perhaps
going to
over
have a look.
the peak, over the Pennines. That's the word, not the Peak District. Maybe the Peak
Well, Peak
District.
District is the Pennines, same thing, just different area. I'm just going to have a look on the wider view. Let me have a look. Europe. There we go. On the other thing and see if it does actually bring in proper cold. Because obviously this is the same chart you're looking at, but you're looking at the aloft.
Yeah,
Um,
that low pressure pushes everything back to north again.
It does actually.
We've got a little feature out in the Central Atlantic at the moment. It could be a potential tropical storm, maybe just to the west of the Azores.
Right.
Or
That low.
tropical.
Yeah, it does form in the Bay of Biscay, and it does actually throw up a weather front. But it seems to fill as it's going. It's just circling in the Bay of Biscay. It's like a cut-off low, and it does throw in some snow for around about 300 or 400 meters.
Yeah.
Some over Snowdonia showing. Not so much over the Pennines, but some definitely over Scotland. I think it's because the wind in that state is modified, and it's not actually. I'm looking at a week on Monday now, so a week tomorrow.
Yeah. So week tomorrow, some Monday. So yeah, that's what I've got there.
Yeah, so it throws up a weather front, but it just seems to decay as that warmer air that's been coming in, like from the Med, it gets cut. Well, that easterly gets cut off.
So what I'll do then is I'll go straight into the weather type.
Yeah.
Let's have a look, see what happens with that.
Yep.
Precipitation type. I'll be guessing it'll be more snow, perhaps risk of snow for higher ground of northern England, really. Maybe the Welsh mountains.
Yeah, that's why it's saying Welsh mountains. And
let's go through to
on
Tuesday, Wednesday.
See that easily starting to come in.
Yeah, well, maybe a few showers, risk of showers, perhaps on the eastern coasts.
Yeah, I think
those will be just rain showers.
Yeah, I was going to say the sea will be still too warm for any snow showers. I reckon. Could be over the highest ground, as you can see there. Look over like the Cambrian Mountains and not the Cambrians, the Cheviots, and around. I think even down there, look into the Dales. There was a little snow shower showing.
Maybe sleet and snow, maybe.
Yeah, I'll go for sleet, maybe snow. So we might even see the first snow of the winter over the Pennines anyway.
So there's that weather front coming up from the south there. So let's see where. So there's the Welsh mountains potential, and maybe a little bit over the Pennines.
Yeah, so that'll be like just to the west of where I am, over the towards the Lancashire Pennines and out that way. Be interesting to see that if it does actually materialise.
Then after that, we're just probably looking at the Scottish mountains tops.
Yeah.
So look at the temperatures. See how the temperatures go. Have you got Are you able to have a look at the ECMWF at all?
I can, yeah, like we did the other day. But it's I'm just gonna.
What I'll do in a moment, I'm just going to have a look at the see what the CIS clock run did, see if that's still kind of the same. So let's just run through these for the next 10 days.
Yeah. So luckily, this one, the 12Z's updated, so it's all right. Just going to see if I can get here.
Fine.
Yeah, we'll wrap up in a minute.
So we're looking at high single figures, really, 7s and 8s. Then this cold air starts moving in over the week on that next weekend at this stage. So we're looking back to 5s and 4s. Sunday again, we're looking at 4s. So definitely feel the chill compared to the recent mild weather we've had recently.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Monday we're looking at 3s, 4s, and 5s, but you can see that mild air moving in from the south. Maybe the south coast could get into double digits. Then as we head into Tuesday, that milder air is trying to push in a bit further north. So we look at 8s, 9s, and 10s.
Yeah.
So I'm just having a quick look at the 6 from this morning. Let's go back to 8:50, see if it'll show up similar. Then we'll have a look at the ECM, see how that was showing, see if it's in agreement with the GFS. So I'll just quickly run through the next few days.
Mm-hmm.
So does that bring that easterly in? It does, but a bit of a modified east southeasterly. Does that drag the cold air down for next weekend? It does, but not as far south as we see in the last one. It's just that low pressure down in Biscay.
Yeah. Is this for ECM?
This is for GFS.
Oh, GFS.
The 6 o'clock run from this morning.
Oh, I'm with you.
So it's showing a lot more colder air going across, actually.
Yeah. It's only -5, but still enough for snow at moderate levels.
And what does this do? That actually brings down the colder. That actually brings down the low pressure down the North Sea. So that's quite interesting.
Nice slider, and then a flood of cold air -10s.
So what we'll do is I'll go through that again with the precipitation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's changed from this morning. Then,
yeah,
there's still a lot to play for, really.
There is indeed.
So precipitation type go back, just run this forward to 10 days. So we're looking at more towards next weekend.
Yeah.
So there's the snow, perhaps not wintry showers, more like normal showers coming off the east coast, off the North Sea. Again, risk maybe turn a bit wintry over the highest ground of northern England and Scotland. Does this bring the weather front up from the south?
It does, but not as widespread.
No.
But still brings plenty of showers into the highest ground.
It's still showing perhaps some wintry showers for the southwest, really. Down, I think, Dartmouth, Southern Ireland as well.
So that tells us that the -5 is in properly, even to moderate levels, some sleet.
Yeah.
Over Exmoor, Dartmoor, maybe then there's the Northerly as it starts to come in on the GFS.
So it's definitely something to watch there.
Yes, definitely.
So the models are in a bit of a disagreement there.
Mm-hmm.
From the 6 o'clock and the lunchtime run. Quickly go through temperatures, then we'll go through the ECM, and we'll probably wrap it up.
Yep.
So let's go through to next Friday. So again, we're looking at 5, 6s. Saturday, similar. We're trying to get milder air push from the south, but it doesn't quite happen this time. We've got 4s there. Increasing risk of frost coming in through to the days 8, 9, 10. So we're just staying about a bit of a frost there, staying into the perhaps mid-single digits, really.
Mm-hmm.
Again, look at more of a risk of a frost on this run. Let's go back a couple. Yeah, it's definitely turning colder in northern areas where perhaps parts of Scotland could have ice days.
Yeah, I want to look at the ECM now. Not more of a European level, but more like local level, like you are now.
So yeah, it's definitely showing more risk of frost on this run.
Yeah.
Even barely above freezing from under the 12th, but again, that's a long way off.
Yeah.
So let me come out of this. Stop sharing there. That should be me back on the screen.
And I'm just going to go to high resolution ECM charts. I'll go back to here. Right.
And you're on the screen right now.
Brilliant, thank you. So yeah, this is the ECM high res model. Obviously, the air is going a little bit cooler. Let me just see if I can. Oh, that's giving it away there. Let me just zoom out.
Is it getting colder? No.
Is it going to get colder? Right, that's better. Right, guys. So I'll go away. Check 2 holidays. We don't endorse you. So yeah, the cold air, and it tries to push in from the west, but as we can see, out to the east, nice pool of cold air waiting there for us to come in by Thursday. And then that floods right across us. -5, -6 isotherm, so probably around about 5-6 degrees at the on the ground. Tries to push in some warmer air from the south with that low pressure, but as Michael just said, it does show the hints of a northerly possibly coming in there. I'll have to.
So it looks like that low pressure trying moves in from the south. It wins temporarily, but it looks like the cold air might sink back down
I'm just
again.
going to go to the precipitation and see if that shows. God, go away, adverts. Anywho, yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So this is tomorrow. Some showers out to the west, then they just die a death. Summer tries to come in on Wednesday. But as the high pressure builds, we could have some light wintry showers by Thursday, I would imagine. Even on Friday, as that easterly starts to take effect. And just drag this down further. As you can see there to the south, there's some precipitation coming up just around here. This is from that low pressure that's showing. And then that moves up and could, along the boundary, bring some snow. Unfortunately, I can't show you the type on here. I'm going to go back to this one, this other one that I'm looking at the moment, and see if that does. No, it doesn't. It doesn't bring anything. Maybe sleetiness, but who knows? We'll have to see where that goes. Really, there's a bit of a conflict, shall we say, between the two when it comes to the longer term, out past 5 to 7, maybe 10 days. Let's have a look at the temperatures before we go. Tomorrow, looking around about 7 to 10 degrees, maybe 3 or 4 up in Scotland, up over the hills. Tuesday could be quite frosty actually over the northern parts of Scotland into the high ground of England. Temperatures a little down, maybe over Scotland, 1 to 2 degrees, 4, 5, 6. Over England, between 5 and 9, I would say. Wednesday. So Wednesday, pretty much the same, but getting colder over Scotland. Let's have a look at Thursday. Thursday, much the same, 5 to 6, 7. A little less cold over the north of Scotland with 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6 degrees. And Ireland, the same as well. Friday could be a little bit colder, 4, 5, 6s over northern England. -1s showing there over the highest parts of Scotland with zeros, and 0 to 3, 4 to 5 over Ireland, 4 to 5, 6, 7 maybe over England. We'll go into Saturday, and then I'll call it then. So a little bit colder, that cold air digging in a little bit more over England, with 1 to 2, maybe 0 over the highest parts of the Pennines, the Scottish lowlands, and the Cairngorms as well. So a little bit tongue-tied there. Sunday, Sunday, 4, 5, 6 degrees. Showing about the same for every other day, but as that low moves up from the south, could bring in some milder air. But looks like the colder air starts to win out by a week on Wednesday. So
there's definitely a lot to play for between now and next weekend, especially.
Passing it back to you.
Yeah, there's definitely a bit of uncertainty there. We need to keep an eye on that. On Thursday, we'll have more of an idea of what will happen with regards to all that low pressure from that Biscay move further north, or is it trying to go to north and gets pushed back to south with the cold air flooding back in?
Yeah.
It's going to be quite an interesting bit of weather. We need to keep an eye on the next few days. By Thursday, we should have more of a better clue to what happens.
Yeah, and I'll update you once I get the cold weather planning advice and Gordon, as I always do. But yeah, plenty to play for. plenty to play for. But no beastly, as we'd say. It's definitely not a beast. If he was a beast, we'd know about it. But he's a typical winter setup.
Yeah.
It's a little bit unusual because we've been used to all this hot weather over the last 6-7 months.
When we go live on Thursday, it would be the first day of meteorological winter.
It would indeed.
Yeah, I'm going to go now because Almost Left is about to start and it's the grand final. So that's why
the football's just finished on my TV. So I'm going to catch up with that and whatever's on TV. So, guys, we will see you on Thursday, hopefully.
On the first day of meteorological winter. And for now, it is goodbye from him.
And goodbye from him.
Thanks, everybody. Take care. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.